Hello, Cohort 21 colleagues. Today I will present on the use of the game ZINGO to target two areas of semantics, categorization and descriptive language. I will cover the typical acquisition of these skills, my rationale for selecting these targets, and the method of semantic mapping that I will use while playing the game ZINGO. Included in this presentation is a demonstration of these activities using a friend, Morgan, who will be acting as a 6-year-old client. I hope you find this presentation helpful. Categorization and language description, typical acquisition. According to Brackenberry and Pye, 2005, typically developing children associate new words with other words that share categorical and descriptive relationships as early as 2 years old. For an older child with difficulties in this area of semantics, the sooner they are treated, the better. My rationale for targeting categorization and descriptive language is that a deficit in these areas can make both receptive and expressive communication difficult. If a child is not proficient in these areas of semantics, they might experience difficulties in academics, for example, vocabulary acquisition or association. And additionally, there is a possibility that their social relationships could suffer. According to Davis and Thompson-Stanton, 2005, semantic mapping is an excellent tool to help the child describe the target word by answering description and function questions. As you can see in the example on the right side of the slide, the target word penguin is in the large center circle. Stemming from the target word are smaller circles that include its category and other descriptors. The game ZINGO is a super fun game. It is a unique spin on the traditional game of bingo. The players match the tiles to the pictures on their cards, and the first player to complete their card wins. The components of ZINGO include 72 ZINGO tiles and 6 two-sided ZINGO cards. The materials that I will use today include a whiteboard, dry erase markers and an eraser, and the ZINGO board game, including all of its components. There are many ways to play ZINGO in a speech therapy session. I have selected to target categorization and descriptive language for this presentation, but you can use this game to cover other areas of semantics and pragmatics. In the following slide, you'll see a demonstration of the use of this game. It is important to introduce or review the definition of category for the client. It's helpful to utilize scaffolding and repetition to support the client in learning or reviewing this concept. Hello, Morgan. It's good to see you today.
Hi, good to see you.
I'm so excited that we get to work together today again. We're going to work on categories and describing words again. And we get to play a super fun game. Fun. Have you ever played that before?
I haven't.
It's really fun. But you know what? We're actually going to play it in a very special way. I'll show you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start talking about categories. The pictures that are on these ZINGO tiles here are all in a category. So what picture is this?
A dog.
A dog. Very good. And what picture is this?
An apple.
Good work. And which one is this?
A tree.
Very good. So all of these pictures fit into a different category. Now, which one of these do you think would be an animal?
The dog.
Very good, very good. So a dog is an animal. An animal is the category that it's in. Now, which one of these do you think is a food?
Is it the tree?
No, try again. Can we eat a tree?
No.
No, try again. Which one can we eat? What's a food?
An apple.
Very good. Yes, an apple. Very good. So an apple is a food, and the food is the category. Okay? And lastly, we have a tree here. Do you think a tree is in the category of a plant or a vehicle?
A plant.
A plant. Very good. We know it's a plant, right? It grows outside, and it is something that is natural, right? So we have, these are examples of categories: animals, fruits, and plants. Now I will give the client the opportunity to practice what we have just discussed. So now we're going to play this game in a special way. We're not going to need the cards for this round. And we are going to practice mentioning what the categories are as they come up. So what we'll do is I'm going to slide the zinger, that's what this is called, and I'm going to hold up the tile. And you're going to tell me what you think the picture on the tile is, what category it's in. All right, so let's give it a try, okay? I'm going to slide it open, and here we have an apple. What category is that in?
A food.
A food. And that was a good warm-up because we already went over that, right? So we know an apple is a food. Good remembering. Let's do another one. A fish. What category is a fish in?
Animal.
Very good. Absolutely. A fish is an animal. You are getting this down. Okay. How about a cat? What category is a cat in?
A food?
Good trying. Let's think about that a little bit more. Is a cat something that we usually eat?
No.
No. So let's think about it. Would it be, from our list here, a plant, an animal, or a food? We already know it's not a food because we can't eat it.
Is it an animal?
Very good. Very good. Yes, an animal. You've got that. A cat is an animal. What category would the bird be in?
An animal?
Very good. You are on a roll. And last one. What category would a cake be in?
A food.
Yeah, that's a good food, right?
Yeah.
Do you like to eat cake?
I like vanilla cake.
Vanilla cake. Oh, that's one of my favorites too. Once I see that the client has an understanding of categories, I move on to descriptive language using semantic mapping. Okay, you're doing so well with learning these categories. What we're going to do is we're going to move on and we're going to work on our describing words now, okay? So let's practice some describing words before we play our game. So we're going to practice describing a tree. Now, we just went over what category a tree is in, right? What category is the tree in?
A plant.
Very good. So I'm going to write plant here on the side. And here, as you can see, we've got the word tree right in the middle. And now we're going to think of different ways that we can describe this tree. So you already came up with a category. It's the plant. That's really good. Now, what colors can you think of? What colors are trees usually?
Green.
Very good. Green.
Brown.
Brown. Awesome. Green and brown. Very good. Now, how else can we describe a tree? What size is a tree usually?
I've seen big trees.
Good.
And I've seen little trees.
Very good. That's right. When they're brand new, there's little, huh? And then they grow to be really big. Some of them do. Usually, if we look outside the window right now, what size is that tree? Would you say that's a big tree or a small tree?
A big tree.
Big tree. Very good. And where do we usually see trees?
At the park.
Very good. Okay, at a park. And is a park inside or is it outside?
Outside.
Very good. Okay, so we usually see trees outside, especially big trees, right? And at a park. And sometimes we can see small trees inside, right? But this tree here
Do you think this would be a big tree or a small tree?
A big tree.
Probably, right? It's small in the picture, but it looks like it's probably a big, big tree. Huh? And that looks like a park tree. Last one, what parts does a tree have?
Branches.
Very good. Branches. What else?
Leaves.
Very good.
A stump.
A stump? Yeah, you know, a stump can be sort of the leftover part of a tree, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And wow, when the tree top is gone, we have a stump left over. That's a really good part to think of. Can you think of anything else?
Roots.
Roots? Very good. Oh my gosh, you're so good at this. Okay, you did awesome with that. You came up with lots of great describing words. And now we're going to get to play the game.
After providing an example of descriptive language using semantic mapping, we begin the game so the client has an opportunity to practice.
Let's do this. Okay, now your turn. Go ahead and slide the zinger and pick one of the tabs. Don't let me... Okay, and this time you're not going to let me see it. The first time was kind of an example.
Okay.
So just describe it.
This is an animal.
Okay.
It can be brown. It has a tail and a big tongue.
Ooh, good work. Good describing here.
They can be little or big.
Ooh, okay. I'm looking at our boards, and I think what you might be describing is a dog. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, awesome. All right, you get to keep your tab there. Good work. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is something that is a food, and it is delicious. It is a dessert food. It's something that is sweet, and we usually have it around birthday times.
Is it an apple?
Ooh, that's a good try. Apples can be sweet, and that is a food, so you're on the right track. But do we usually have apples to celebrate a birthday?
No.
What do we usually have?
Cake.
Good detective work. That was really good. Awesome. And you have a cake. Look at that. Good work.
Okay. This is an animal. Okay. It has feathers.
Ooh.
It can be very big, and it can also be very little.
Okay.
They have a beak, and they also can fly.
Oh my goodness, you're doing excellent describing.
You can find them outside, and they can be white or black. And it also has wings.
Very good. Very good describing. You're describing a bird very well.
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. All right. Only one left. Oh my.
Okay. This is an expression.
Ooh.
Um,
An expression. I like that word.
it's using your mouth.
Okay.
Sometimes you do this when you're really happy.
Okay.
It shows a lot of teeth, or maybe sometimes for some people no teeth.
Good.
Some people can have either big facial expressions or little facial expressions. And you can find this on your face.
Oh my goodness. This is incredible. A smile.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. What do you say when you got all of them?
Zingo!
Yeah! Well done. You did an excellent job today. That was great work. Thank you so much with using your describing words and categorizing. That was awesome. And we will play this again another time, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.